The whispers of your future are already here, woven into the fabric of time by the thoughts you hold today. A phenomenon known as retrocausality, where consciousness transcends the linear arrow of time. In the ancient temples of Delphi, oracles spoke of destinies written in the stars. But what if the stars are listening to you? Today, we'll journey into the unseen currents of time, exploring how every thought leaves a trace, rippling backward and forward to shape outcomes you've yet to imagine. Outcomes that are calling you to awaken now. What if your future is already listening, waiting for you to speak its language? Let us begin in the realm of quantum physics, where the concept of retrocausality challenges everything we thought we knew about time, suggesting that the future can influence the past, just as the past shapes the future, a dance of consciousness that echoes across the ages. In 2017, physicist John Wheeler proposed the delayed choice experiment, demonstrating that decisions made in the present can alter the state of particles in the past, a scientific revelation that mirrors the ancient wisdom of the Vedas, which proclaim that time is an illusion, a cycle where all moments are one, and your consciousness is the thread that weaves them together. The idea of retrocausality suggests that every thought you hold today sends ripples through the fabric of time, touching not only your future, but also the past, reshaping the unseen outcomes of your life in ways that defy the linear mind, a truth that the mystics of Tibet understood, teaching that the mind is a bridge between all moments, a bridge you walk with every breath, every intention, every whisper of your soul. Have you ever felt a moment of déjà vu, a fleeting sense that you've lived this before, as if your future self was reaching back to guide you, as if time itself was whispering your name? Retrocausality unveils a profound truth. Time is not a river but a vast ocean where every thought you hold is a pebble, sending ripples backward and forward, touching the shores of your past and future, in a dance of infinite possibility, a dance where your consciousness is the choreographer, shaping unseen outcomes with every vibration of your being. In the quantum realm, this is seen in the phenomenon of quantum entanglement, where particles separated by vast distances remain connected, resonating as one, a connection that physicist David Bohm described as the implicate order, a hidden realm where past, present, and future are enfolded, where your thoughts act as a signal echoing through time to create the reality you experience, a reality that is never truly fixed but always in motion, always listening. The ancient Greeks understood this intuitively, as seen in their concept of the moirai, the fates who weave the threads of destiny. But what if you are the weaver, and every thought you hold is a thread, stitching together the tapestry of your life, a tapestry that spans all moments, a tapestry that your future is already gazing upon, waiting for your next stitch? This idea finds a poetic echo in the teachings of the Kabbalah, which describe the Ein Sof, the infinite light of creation that flows through all things, a light that exists beyond time, a light that your thoughts channel with every moment of awareness, a light that leaves a trace in the eternal now, where all possibilities converge. In the 13th century, the Sufi mystic Rumi wrote, "Beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there," a reminder that time is a field, a space where your consciousness roams freely, where every thought you hold today sends a signal to your future self, a signal that shapes the outcomes you'll one day live, a signal that your past self is also receiving, rewriting the meaning of every moment you've ever known. But what if the signal you're sending is one of fear, of doubt, of limitation? How might that echo through time, shaping a future that mirrors those vibrations, a future that is already listening to the trace you leave behind? The concept of retrocausality also aligns with Carl Jung's idea of the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of archetypes and memories that transcend time, a realm where your thoughts today can tap into the wisdom of the past and the potential of the future, creating a dialogue across the ages, a dialogue that shapes the unseen outcomes of your life. Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate," a profound reminder that the thoughts you hold, conscious or unconscious. Leave a trace in time, a trace that your future is already listening to, a trace that can either bind you to patterns of the past or liberate you into a future of infinite possibility. In the quantum field, this is mirrored by the phenomenon of non-locality, where actions in one moment resonate across all moments, a truth that the ancient shamans of the Andes understood, teaching that time is a spiral, a sacred dance where every step you take echoes through the ages, a dance where your thoughts are the rhythm, your intentions the melody, your consciousness the dancer, shaping outcomes you've yet to see, outcomes that are already unfolding in the unseen. Imagine a moment in your own life, a thought of courage that led to a breakthrough, a thought of fear that held you back. What if those thoughts were not isolated but ripples, traveling backward to rewrite the meaning of your past, traveling forward to shape the future you'll one day meet, a future that is already listening to the trace you leave behind? The Hermetic principle of cause and effect declares that every cause has its effect, and every effect its cause. But in the realm of retrocausality, cause and effect are not linear. They are a cycle where your thoughts today are both the cause of your future and the effect of your past, a cycle where time bends to the will of your consciousness, a cycle that invites you to ask, what trace am I leaving in time, and what future am I calling into being? But there's an even deeper mystery waiting to be uncovered. What if the thoughts you hold are not just yours, but echoes of a greater consciousness, a consciousness that speaks through all moments, a consciousness that is calling you to awaken to your timeless power? Practical wisdom offers a path to harness this timeless power, a way to leave a trace in time that shapes a future of light, a practice that begins with the simple act of awareness, of noticing the thoughts you hold, of feeling their vibration, of hearing their echo in the vast ocean of time. Pause now, breathe, and feel the thoughts within you. What are they whispering to your future self? What trace are they leaving in the spiral of time? What outcomes are they shaping in the unseen? Instead of letting fear or doubt ripple through time, choose a thought of love, a thought of abundance, a thought of unity, and imagine it as a golden thread, weaving through the fabric of your past and future, creating a tapestry of possibility, a tapestry that your future is already gazing upon, a tapestry that reflects the infinite light of your soul. The ancient Taoists taught the art of Wu Wei, the practice of effortless action, a reminder that by aligning your thoughts with the flow of the universe, you can send ripples through time that create outcomes of harmony, outcomes that resonate with your highest truth, outcomes that your future is already listening to with eager ears. In the modern era, neuroscientists have discovered the power of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself with every thought, a scientific echo of the ancient wisdom that your thoughts shape reality, a reality that spans all moments, a reality that you can transform by choosing a new thought, by leaving a new trace, by speaking a new language that your future can hear. Picture a moment in your own life, a recurring thought, perhaps one of limitation or one of hope. What would shift if you released the thought that binds you, if you chose a thought that frees you, if you sent a ripple through time that your future self would thank you for, a ripple that shapes outcomes of infinite possibility? How often do you find yourself believing that time is linear, that your thoughts are fleeting, that your future is beyond your reach, when in truth, every thought leaves a trace in time, a trace that your future is already listening to, a trace that shapes the unseen outcomes of your life? What would shift if you saw every thought as a message, every intention as a signal, every moment as an opportunity to speak to your future, to rewrite your past, to create a reality that resonates with your deepest truth? Have you ever felt a synchronicity, a moment that felt destined, as if your future self was guiding you, as if time itself was bending to the will of your consciousness, whispering that you are more powerful than you know? Every thought leaves a trace in time, a ripple that echoes backward and forward, shaping the unseen outcomes of your life, a truth that reveals the timeless power of your consciousness, a power that your future is already listening to, a power that invites you to awaken to the infinite now. where past, present, and future are one, where every thought is a brushstroke, every intention a color, every moment a canvas for the eternal. The ancient Gnostic Gospel of Thomas declares, "When you make the two one, and when you make the inner as the outer, then you will enter the kingdom," a reminder that the journey to your future begins within. Pause now, close your eyes, and feel the trace you're leaving in time, the thoughts that shape the future that listens. And ask yourself, what message am I ready to send? And what future am I ready to create? Your future is listening, eager to hear the language of your awakened soul, a language that speaks of love, of unity, of infinite possibility, a language that shapes a reality beyond time, a reality that shines with the light of the eternal. What has been your experience with this timeless truth? Have you felt the ripple of a thought, seen the echo of a synchronicity, known the guidance of your future self in a moment of clarity? Share your reflections in the comments, for your story may be the whisper that awakens another, a thread in the tapestry we weave together across time. If this journey has stirred the timeless within you, join us in this exploration of the infinite. Subscribe, and let's create together, conscious weavers of a reality that resonates with the radiant truth of our souls, a reality where every thought leaves a trace, a reality where your future is already listening.